So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. What's up YouTube, Die here from F4 Games, bringing you a very, very fun duel from this weekend's locals, and it is Generaiders versus Adamancipators. So the Generators start us straight off by playing Boss Stage and then Dark World Dealing, where both people draw one and discard one, which then triggers Boss Stage to allow you to special summon one Generator from deck. He chooses Hela, activates Monstrosity. Monstrosity then allows you to special summon 2 level 9s. Now, he makes a mistake because he does try to special summon out Trias Hierarchia, I believe is the word. It's a fairy level 9 that came out in Eternity Code. But because it's 2 lights, he had to swap that round. This way, he basically gets an instant rank 9 play. So the card he tried to summon out Trias, which he does do later on in game 2, is during your main phase, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, quick effect, you tribute up to 3 fairy monsters, special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. Then you can apply the following effects in sequence depending on the number of tributed monsters. 2 or more, destroy 1 card on your opponent controls. 3, draw 2 cards. So the idea is you can drop this during your opponent's turn, getting rid of your tokens, and it just gives you some very, very nice draw power. Anyway, he decides to make Enter Fortress, Enter Blafnir to rip one from our opponent's hand. Our opponent then the opponent draws, or the Adamancipators player draws, triggers Field Spell, which allows him to get Lopta, the brand new card as well, which gives him 2 tokens that are 2,500. He uses Lopta's effect to tribute off a token to bring out Ha, the brand new card as well, which basically allows him to negate an effect. And if his opponent draws a card or adds a card from his deck to the hand, he can randomly banish one, I believe, or remove it from play. So it's a really, really good card. They're new, great additions to the deck. The fact that Lopta is a great normal summon as well, really, really takes the deck to a new level. And then obviously Adamancipators player is going off, absolutely off. So he's made Granite, detached it, searched Researcher, special summon Researcher, special summon Seeker, and then just from here just starts to Excavate 5 and goes absolutely ham. Excavate 5, special summon a non-rock tuner monster, level 4 or lower, and then he does the exact same for Researcher, which of course is going to give him another one as well. So luckily for him, he did not whiff at all. It's a fairly decent board, like both boards are pretty decent. I personally would have gone with VFD or True King of All Calamities over the Enter Blafnir, but I'm assuming he was probably worried about the possibility of like an Imperm or something like that. So anyway, we make the Raptite. Raptite is going to excavate the top 5. There we go again. Now Raptite can actually special summon any rock monster, as long as it can be special summoned that way, which is why it can special summon Analyzer as a tuner. He makes Crystal Wing, which is going to be amazing against this deck because everything the Generator player plays is above level 9 and he wants to kind of keep his boss monsters on board. So there you go. Excavating even more. Bring out another level 4. Got a lot of bleeping going on. And then this, I love Dragite. Dragite's so good. Excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. For every rock monster you excavate, return that and same amount of cards or up to that number of cards to your opponent's hand. So if he excavates 5 off of this, he can bounce 5 cards on his opponent's field back to the deck. Now he's triggered the effect to tribute off the token to bring back another Ha. Now this is actually a misplay because you can only control one of each of the Generator bosses, so he technically isn't allowed to have 2 Ha's on the board. The Adamancipators player chooses to bounce 3, I believe it is, so he bounced the back row. The Field Spell gets destroyed by Tornado Dragon. Crystal Wing crashes over Ha. Obviously Ha is on 4,000, so keep that in mind, because he attacks with the Adamancipator Dragite and actually destroys... gets destroyed because he doesn't know about the attack boost. He didn't read the card on that one. Still a Lopta, and we still got a Heart as well, the 2 brand new cards, and then he's got his hand of 5. Straight into the main phase 1. That is Boss Quest, so reveals Hela, adds 2, which will be the Field Spell and then the trap card, and then puts Hela to the bottom of the deck. Activates the Field Spell again. He's going to struggle to get past that Crystal Wing because if he tries to activate either of his monster's effects, Crystal Wing is just going to wipe it out. So
surprisingly, he chooses to go for the Granite, which is very, very interesting. Because he takes the Granite out, leaving the Tornado Dragon. And he played the field spell before getting rid of Tornado Dragon as well. So the chances are Tornado Dragon should have probably got rid of one of the back row. But the way it's worked is he activates the field spell's effect in the draw phase. Tornado Dragon pops it. The special summon from the deck is not hard once per turn, which is why he's able to activate the trap to specials or play the field spell again from grave, and then trigger out to get another monster from deck and 2 more tokens. So it's kind of give and take. If his opponent waited for him to special summon the one from deck, knowing that he had the trap, he could have got rid of it. So this is where he reveals Trius. So he's getting rid of the 2 tokens, and it basically allows you to special summon Trius to pop 1 card. Now again, it is a level 9. He is faced with Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing negates, and then the Generator player chains Heart to negate Crystal Wing. So ultimately, he's going to get the effect off. Analyzer resolves. Excavate in 5, special summon the Gogaius. And then the Hela or Trius is going to resolve popping the Analyzer. So didn't really get much from that trio. And I believe it goes off in sequence, so you'd actually get the pop and the draw if you tributed 3, but it was whether it was worth the... I think he kept on to 1 so that he could use Haar's effect to negate and get rid of that Crystal Wing, because it was the only way he was getting rid of it. Anyway, Adamancipators player continues to go, excavating as he goes and sees fit, and he's just going to full-on power this board out. Doesn't really overextend. Like, the only threat he's got right now is if the Generator player has... in Nibiru in hand, the Adamancipators player's got no way of stopping it, so that can be dropped straight onto him and completely ruin his board. So he hasn't even got Block Dragon yet either, so that's another threat. Here comes the Dragite. Dragite, obviously there's a Water in grave, so Dragite can now negate a Spell Trap as well. But Excavating 5, he hit the 2. All he really needed to do was hit 2 to kind of deal with this board. So I would personally return the Haar, which is what he's done, and probably the back row, just in case there is any threat of that back row. But by now, even if he does chain it, you just negate it anyway with the Dragite. So it's pretty much got a fairly decent kind of rollout, and it's just going to continue to do that. So Doki Doki, as if it needed it. There you go, and obviously the Generator player decides to wrap that one up and move on to game 2. So they're going to side in this, get themselves ready to rock and roll. There we go, straight back up. Let's see who goes first. So the Generator player chooses to go first again, which is pretty much understandable. You need the field spell to go off. That's the biggest issue right now. Is it kind of has to resolve during the draw phase. It's a shame he's got nothing more to back it up with apart from 1 set, and then he activates it and gets ashed. Now that's obviously always going to be dangerous, so rather than being able to get the max potential out of Monstrosity, he just gets to special summon 1 from the hand and give himself 4 tokens. Luckily the one he special summons is the one that is going to negate a monster effect by tributing 2, but his opponent has got an Imperm and has opened up the Onomatopoeia play as well, so... a lot to go through. Still very cool. I love both of these decks. Obviously, I clearly think that one is stronger than the other, and that is, of course, Adamancipators. But Generaiders is still really, really fun. So, you know, being able to play both of these post-Eternity Code is awesome. They both got some nice little buffs as well. And Return of the Duelist, they also get... Adamancipators get a new card as well. Probably a bit better for Pure, but still gets the job done nice and easily. So the Adamancipators player is just going to continue to go off and kind of move it from there. I think this should be game. I mean, if he makes Dracite, he gets rid of the Haar, but then obviously he's got to try and bait out the Haar effect. Oh no, here you go, here's an Nibiru. Total annihilation. What is it that killed the rocks? The Rock himself. But because he had Block Dragon, he still had the ability to keep on going really, really crazily. I don't know how much further he can go, but we're going to see how it does work. He's currently got the IP. Oh, he's got the Monster Reborn for the Adamancipators. So he's going to be able to revive a rock monster. There you go. There's the Raptite. And then if he hasn't used... You've got Analyzer's effect, Raptite's effect. Get something off of that. There is the Dragite. And as long as he mills 1, which I think he did, he can bounce the Nibiru. But he milled 2, so he bounces both of those to hand. Puts those all back. Yeah, Analyzer and go Gaius. Block Dragon. He put Block Dragon in defense. He's going for the Borosword OTK. There you go. Borosword, attack, 3k, yeah, attack, and that's game. Cool. So that is it. Straightforward to the point. That is Adamancipators versus Generators. I do have more of these duels coming up for you guys as well. So if you do enjoy them, please smash the like button, and I'll put these out as consistently as quickly as possible so you can kind of see how our weekend locals went online as well. But for now, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. And as always, guys, happy dueling.